Namaste everyone. Today I am sharing my experience and tips for the second trimester. I just entered my 8th month, so I'm kind of almost halfway into not quite into my 3rd trimester, but I really wanted to share my second trimester tips and experiences and my own personal experience, my own personal tips before I forget it. And I already have a video on pregnancy tips, so you can watch that, because I will try to repeat very few things that I find important that I mentioned in my first video. I'll just bring about natural remedies for certain ailments, a little bit about diet. I'll mention a few different things that may be questions about vegan pregnancies or exercising and so forth. And let's get started. Now, the most important thing, now to summarize my second trimester, it was great. The second trimester was easy, pleasant, enjoyable. I must say that a lot of aspects of my second trimester I would like to just kind of keep with me for my entire life, but I'm sure once the hormones and everything goes away, I'll be back to my normal self. But it was really pleasant. It was such a joyous experience. My mood was excellent 95% of the time, I would say. I did have a very few moody days, and I did have a few days with actual challenges that would have challenged me regardless of if I was pregnant or not, and I was very emotional in those few days. There were work-related problems. So overall, with very few exceptions, the second trimester was very pleasant. Very few symptoms or things to even complain about. But that is strictly because I made sure to do specific exercises during the second trimester, and even now it continues with pretty much the same exercises. And I listened to my body and I paid attention to nutrition. So first of all, exercise. That probably made the biggest difference for me. Very important to move daily and to move as much as you can. Just stay mobile, of course, if you're having a healthy pregnancy. Don't have people serve you if you can. Don't get too lazy, because it will overall at the end of the day it will make you feel not as good. So just stay light and mobile. Do a little bit of yoga, nothing crazy, just keep moving. I did biking and spinning. I already mentioned that I got a stationary bike that has been very helpful because it's very safe for pregnancy, and I can do my abdominal contractions while I'm biking, and I can watch a movie while I'm biking. So it made me very active, cleaning, organizing, working. Overall, it was a very active period in my life. I didn't have tired days, and overall in a positive state of mind. I think a lot of it due to exercising daily. I don't think I took days off. I had probably light days and heavier exercise days, but I don't think I was taking days off. With exercising, you have to be safe and you have to listen to your body. In the first trimester, it's best to really not exercise a lot. Actually, your body is tired in the first trimester, and once implantation still is not solid, so you do want to make sure that implantation happens. You don't want to do big jerky moves or anything too strenuous, because your body is still in a very delicate place in the second trimester when implantation is already established. Then you can start exercising a little more. Still, nothing. I'm the type of person that's not very ambitious. I'd rather be safe than be too ambitious with my exercise. I like to be consistent, but I didn't do anything crazy. Just a little bit of very low intensity spinning. When we say low, literally very low. I wasn't even out of breath at all. But continuous, an hour. and 20 minutes of yoga, particular stretches, and at night more stretching while I'm watching a movie. And I'm sharing a lot of those things on my channel, a lot of those classes. I find them very valuable because making sure that you figure out how to contract your transverse abdominis, the transverse abdominal muscles. Making sure to know how to contract it will protect you from lower back pain, belly pain, belly button pain, and all those things that can, basically there's so much pressure on your tailbone and so much pressure maybe on your lungs, on your pelvic floor. All those things can get very achy unless you exercise. If you exercise, then everything is supported by your abdominal wall, and you are not going to have those pains, cramps, leg cramps. All those things are really well managed with exercise. I do some people have a lot of pain during pregnancy, through the entire pregnancy, a lot of discomfort, and every so often they go to massage and they say, oh my god, this works. You literally, I can't imagine going through a pregnancy without exercise. I would have been probably in a really bad position with lots of tailbone pain, lots of belly button pain because of the stretching, and even slight bruising from everything expanding there. Properly contracting the TVA is one very important aspect of the pregnancy, and another one is just exercising so that your circulation is moving, and you are stretching so that there is no tension in those little muscles supporting the lower back. I will show you briefly TVA contraction. Let's see, I'm sitting on a ball. So the contraction is basically you are going, this is a very relaxed tummy, and you can stay certainly with a relaxed tummy for a big portion of your pregnancy, but if you're exercising, feeling tension, moving around, doing breathing exercises, you are going to contract your tummy, and basically the deep core muscles run on both sides of the midline, so they're going to contract and lift up slightly, so your belly button lifts and even closes up a little bit. That gap, that opening of the muscles closes up a little bit, and that really feels amazing. It just feels, everything feels very well supported. It takes tension off of the tailbone. It takes the pressure off of the pelvic floor, especially if you are especially if you're engaging your kegel muscles as well with kegel exercises. That takes the tension off of your pelvic floor, and everything feels very good. If you don't do those things, I think you just are not able to enjoy your pregnancy as much and enjoy your time and just have fun, because discomfort is not if I have had days with discomfort, I just didn't enjoy myself at all. It puts you in a bad mood and so forth. Now, the few things that I came across and I had to address as far as symptoms were, as I mentioned, belly button tension. I would have it for 2 days, and I have to, in those moments, I will have to use my TVA, as I explained it, contractions, and I hoped that alleviated it completely. I started getting restless leg syndrome, which is, it's not leg cramps, but it's probably, I'll have to guess, it probably starts up from the same place, just a lot of tension in the tailbone, some nerves get affected, there is pressure on the nerve, which affects the legs, and so forth. So if I did my, I have a class listed on my channel, and I will have a lot of those things addressed in my Yoga for Pregnancy program. But if I did all my just 5 minutes to 10 minutes of poses in the afternoon, and I got my partner to massage my legs and my booty and my tailbone and my lower back with lavender oil. I didn't have any of those symptoms. Definitely a very quick massage, not even a massage, just kind of putting lavender oil on me in a base of oil carrier, and doing my yoga completely removed that. It was terrible, actually. It's because it's a nerve pain and it's a numbness type of feeling. It's really very, very disturbing. So when I first started getting it, I definitely was pretty worried that if this is something I will have to go through for the next few months, this will be miserable. But between the lavender oil and the exercises, and I got a homeopathic, I will list it, it was so effective. Restful Legs homeopathic remedy, which is for tingling sensation in legs, crawling, leg jerking, for cramps and all of those. And this company has other remedies for leg cramps, back pain and so forth. Real effective. It just worked like you wouldn't believe it. So that went away after a couple of nights, and thank God, because it was not fun. Now I think that briefly covers exercise. I don't want to keep going on and on with exercise because my channel is dedicated to exercise in particular, and I will have a prenatal and postnatal yoga programs. So I will have enough exercises on my channel, and I will have a yoga program downloadable for purchasing on my website. So I will go in depth in detail there. I covered the TVA. I covered the particular stretches that have to be done. They're all targeting that lower back area. They're all very important for opening up the hips and opening up the area around the tailbone. So those stretches are very important. I do have classes on my channel listed, and I will have them on my program. And if you are getting pregnant after my program is out, because I'm now in the process of shooting it, I do recommend getting it, because it changed my entire pregnancy and how the progress of my pregnancy, the feeling in my pregnancy. Now about food. I'll probably include this in the title, maybe not, but of course I'm on a vegan diet, and that is my choice. Has been my choice for many years, and of course getting pregnant is not going to change how I view food. If I don't see animals as food in general, pregnancy definitely would not. It will make no sense to just start eating animals all of a sudden if that's not part of anything I believe in. Now, what's interesting is both the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics and the American Academy of Pediatrics both say that vegan diet is appropriate and safe for pregnancy and babies. Of course, they use the word appropriate diet. Obviously, you have to pay attention to nutrition, but that applies to everybody, including standard American diet and so forth. You just have to pay attention to nutrition. As far as vegan diet is concerned, you have to pay attention to getting enough calories, pay attention to your zinc. I find that to be a little more challenging. Pay attention to iron levels, because your needs are 2.5 to almost 3 times higher than your typical needs, at least for me, because I have never had heavy bleeding, so my needs were close to men's needs for iron, and now they are 2.5 to at least 3 times more. So that takes a little bit of effort. I'm still using chronometer to make sure that I'm getting my needs covered. Spinach is good for iron. Asparagus is good for iron. Lentils are excellent. And I do supplement, and I got a new supplement. In my first video, I was using a different supplement. Now I'm using vegan Deva. And I will list it below for sure, because I love it. It's just one a day, and that's very easy. It has choline too. It has boron, lutein, a few bioflavonoids, rose hips, which is very important, acero cherry for vitamin C, chamomile, and so forth. It is a vegan supplement for vegans, So it is good because it is more geared towards filling the gaps in a vegan diet. And every diet can have gaps. For example, a standard American diet, omnivore diet, can be very low on folic acid, where vegan diets are very sufficient and high in folic acid naturally, because lettuce and all of those things have a lot of folic acid. So you do have to pay attention to your nutrition. But that applies for every time in your life. We do have to make sure that we're eating enough and eating the right foods. Hydration, I mentioned in my first video, is very important, and I have been avoiding most things that are not necessarily considered pregnancy safe. Green papaya can cause contractions and miscarriage or early labor. Too much pineapple, I've been avoiding pineapple. I've had pineapple a few times, but not too much because it can cause labor. I've been avoiding excessive herbs. Most protein powders or green food formulas have bromelain and papain added to them. That can cause labor or contractions or miscarriage. So I've avoided that. I don't think they do cause it. They may, because the enzyme in it can affect the uterus. So I've been avoiding anything that's kind of, I'm not sure about. Same with exercise. I have not been doing anything that I'm not certain about. In my body, it doesn't quite feel as I'm loving it. So I've just been doing what I love and what that happens to be what I need. And I'm sharing that with you because I can, the people that suffer during the pregnancy, there's no need for that. Now, with the food, I need to mention, I have had zero heartburn up until now. I had just a few times heartburn in my first trimester during the really nauseous times when I ate out, and I ate a lot of probably oily, heavy food in a restaurant. So second trimester and way into my third, no heartburn, no acid reflux, no indigestion, no tummy pain, no digestive difficulties. Digestion has been amazing. I'm sure due to drinking a lot of water, eating a lot of fresh food, and paying attention to nutrition, of course. Now, if I eat something oily, I will get heartburn. So I think our bodies are pretty much guiding us to not eat processed, junky, crappy food. And if we do, then we do get heartburn. What I've been eating is, as the seasons change, my lunch changes, because my lunch and breakfast are the same meal. I just eat a really large lunch, and it's been increasing in calories. Now I'm at 1200 calories lunch, which is a seasonal fruit. It used to be figs, then it changed into watermelons, then there was jujubes, now it's apples, persimmons, ripe papaya. Ripe papaya is fine. A lot of citrus. I have been obsessed with citrus and grapefruits and mandarins, and we have local tangerines. And I'm sure I'm missing a few fruits, but I've been just enjoying a lot of fruit. And I'm making right now a dip of papaya and persimmon combined, blended together with a little bit of coconut milk. And that's a dip for my apples with a little bit of flavored stevia, toffee. Stevia, I'll try to list that below as well. And it's to die for. I could eat this forever. So that's been my lunch. Then for dinner, I generally get I vary my vegetables, but it's been pumpkins and spinach and eggplants and a lot of cauliflowers, a lot of potatoes, lentils. I sometimes, rarely, but I have gotten sourdough bread. I got my first craving. I haven't had a particular pregnancy craving up until a few weeks ago, and it was something I haven't had in 15 years or 20 years. I don't know. I grew up eating it, but then I haven't had it since I became healthy. It was rosehip marmalade or rosehip jam. I grew up eating this in Bulgaria on a toast on bread with butter, and it was it was the most delicious thing ever. So I craved it. I literally needed to find marmalade or jam, and I did, but it wasn't the same as in my childhood. I still ate quite a bit of it and was satisfied. And I must say, because I started craving it when my partner John and we went to a pregnancy tour or something pregnancy related. So we were in a room with 80 people, and I think we got exposed to a cold, not a flu, but it was a cold. And because I fought it and he got it, so he's still dealing with it 5, 6, 7 days later, and I just get a little stuffy nose at night, but I fought it off. I didn't get sick. I didn't get a fever, although I was getting it, and that's when I was craving the rosehip jam. So I think it had something to do with the bioflavonoids. You can Google rosehips and their health benefits, and it's endless health benefits. They're also beneficial for your skin. They protect the skin from melanoma, and obviously they boost your immune system. So yeah, that was my kind of like a strange, awkward, or like just unusual craving. I would say it is still a healthy craving, but it was just very unusual because I have not had that in 15 years. And the Bulgarian jam used to be black. The one I bought is red. I'm assuming it's not as dense in rose hips. It's more pectin. So I was very disappointed. I was like, no, it needs to be black. I want my black jam. I didn't find it. So that was the one thing that I craved, and I kind of wanted to find hazelnut paste chocolate, kind of Italian style. That was difficult, but I found that, and that's about it. Everything else has been, my desire for food has been extremely clean. I don't like anything processed and weird. I have been wanting a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruits. And then I must mention now, going towards my entering my 8th month, or I've already entered it. Dinner is also pretty substantial. It is at least 1,000 calories, so I'm over 2,000 calories a day on most days. Obviously, some days vary. I'm trying to have walnuts as my fat source, and generally nut milks and such things, but my diet is not heavy in oil and fats. It's very heavy in carbs and just fresh produce. So that's about it. It's pretty simple. Maybe let me know if you have any questions about it, but it has been preventing me from feeling heartburn and acid, and I already mentioned that my digestion has been good, and I'm able to pack in a lot of food still in my 8th month. So I don't know how that's happening, but somewhere it is going somewhere. I'm able to eat a lot, and somehow it fits wherever it's fitting. That's the joke. That's the inside joke we've had with my partner. It's just, I don't know where it goes, but somehow I pack it in. Now, I have a little note so that I can move through this video. It's still very long, I think. I was hoping it will be a short video. Underwear. I know that a lot of people mention underwear with pregnancy. I didn't buy specific underwear for pregnancy. I just started buying this type of underwear before I got pregnant, and just go 1 or 2 sizes bigger for pregnancy. It really makes you feel better. I don't know why, but it does. I've been buying underwear that has no stitching. It's clean underwear, probably almost new. So this is the ends of it. It's just kind of cut off. And I started wearing this seamless underwear in general before I got pregnant. And you can wear those under leggings and you can't see them. So they're great. I stopped wearing thongs because I would always wear thongs with leggings. I can't stand panty lines. Those really do the trick. You can't see them, and they're great. And if they don't have a belt on top, which mine are not now in the hamper for washing, even better. They're just cut off everywhere. So I bought a lot of those because I like to change my underwear a lot during pregnancy, because I'm using oils on my perineum and so forth. So I bought a lot, and I went 2 sizes up. So for my second trimester, I bought mediums. I was wearing smalls, and for my third now, I bought large. It feels better if you go bigger, even though they're low cut and they go under your belly. And some of them are cut off. It's really pleasant when they're cut off like this at the. It's really pleasant when they're cut off like this at the top. It's just fabric that's cut off. And some of them have lace in the back, which is kind of cute. Obviously, this one will show in leggings, but it's really comfortable for at home, and it's a very stretchy lace, so there is no restriction on your skin. In general, for as long as I remember myself, I do not wear anything that has stitching on it, underwear that has stitching on it, because if any of your clothing is creating lines in your body, it is restricting your circulation. It is not good for your veins. You can get varicose veins, cellulite, and so forth. So definitely, pregnant or not, since they have those seamless underwear, they've been having them for a few years, I only wear that, and they're amazing. Can't speak highly enough of them. They're relatively cheap, around $3 or $4 each. So, and if you use oils and such things, they don't seem to stain because the material is not absorbing the oil. Now, for since I'm talking about perineal massage, I'm just using oils, not a full-on massage, but I'm just using oils so that I feel better. This has been amazing all around for pregnancy. You can use it vaginally on a tampon. If you have irritation, fungal, candida, etc. problems, I got a reaction, I think, to my deodorant on my armpits, which is related to the milk glands, but I got bumps that were very itchy on my armpits, and this was able to resolve it. It is a power oil, black seed oil. I bought a really big bottle, a glass bottle, and I'll link it below because I'm finishing my first bottle. If you're not pregnant, this will last you many years. If you're pregnant, you're kind of using it a lot all over your body, so it will still last you a long time, but you get through it. And it's been amazing. Totally recommend it for anything that's itchy skin, fungal. You can read the benefits; they're endless. Of black seed oil, it's a power oil. So I totally recommend it. And while we're on the subject of oils, I have to recommend this. For your belly and prevention of stretch marks. It's rosehip oil. I'm really happy I bought from this company. This is from Amazon. It's steam distilled, organic, and I have to show you the color because my previous was nothing close to this. So this has been going on my belly, and I'm surprised that it's still pretty full, considering that I've been using it most of the time in combination. Let's not drip all over the place. In combination with almond oil. I'll use the almond oil since I got it from Amazon as well. Can you tell the color? I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm not sure if you can tell the color. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous orange oil, and I have basically been massaging my belly with it and with almond oil every day, and I'm happy with it. It's the most powerful oil for stretch marks, so get it, and definitely get it. And the company, when I bought this, I think it's an ongoing sale, offers, if you buy a second oil from them, the second one is like $4 or $3 off, So I figured, sure, they come in glass. So I got argan oil. That's just for your face. It absorbs really well in hair, and it doesn't leave oily residue. So I still have other argan oils, but I figured I'll just buy it because I'm ordering anyways. Now, lavender oil. I mentioned lavender oil. Make sure that you're using really clean soaps for your makeup and for in general for your hands. I got black African soap. It is with burnt charcoal castor, and the charcoal has detoxifying properties. Actually, funny enough, this company features a pregnant woman on the label because it's supporting women in Africa. So double benefit for this. Fair trade shea butter, supporting women in Africa for all skin and hair types, handcrafted and unrefined. It's you can use it, this particular one, as a shampoo, body wash, face cleanser, which I use it a lot as a face cleanser for shaving. It's a part of some project that distributes bikes in Africa, and school supplies, reforestation and eyeglass project. So it has the company stands for a bunch of things. It's certified fair trade. It has African mint in it, shea butter, palm kernel oil, baobab oil, citrus oil. So it smells very, it smells great. Tangerine oil, lemongrass oil, and linseed oil. Really clean, really awesome. And the black part of it is the charcoal part of it. It's great. Because it has, as I mentioned, detoxifying properties. It's a century-old recipe, handcrafted shea butter, West African palm kernel. I'm not sponsored by the company. I was just finding it interesting. Now for the belly, I do use my serums. I have skincare videos that mention my face serum, so I do use some of my face serums under my oil on my belly because you want something with high absorbency that's really going to nourish your skin while it is stretching. So I've been using a lot of my face products onto my belly because I just want things that actually absorb to go on my skin. I still love Lumene a lot. It's a great company. You can watch my skincare videos, and I will be posting an updated skincare video because I have discovered some amazing new products. But I do use serums, facial serums for my belly, along with the rosehip oil and the almond oil. And another Lumene product is the 5-minute SOS cream. In 5 minutes it relieves a lot of skin irritation, redness, rosacea, eczema, and such things. I don't have any of those things, so I can't speak of rosacea and eczema and all those. But it can irritate, it can help with really dry skin. The reason why I like Lumene is because they're, first of all, well priced. They do not test on animals or use third party that tests on animals, so they're cruelty free with but I don't think they mention it anywhere, but they are actually not ever testing on animals. They don't sell in China, and they use Arctic extracts, Arctic plant extracts. So every line is based on either Arctic sea buckthorn, Arctic berry, Arctic linen. This one I think has shea butter in it and Arctic linen, so it suits your skin. It's 95% natural ingredients. I really like the company, and I use it for my face, and I see amazing difference in the quality of my skin when I use this as opposed to anything else. But I started using it on my belly too. Now I don't know if it's working amazingly well or not, but I'm using it because I want something that I know from my experience that it absorbs. A lot of oils stay on top of your skin, but these products are formulated in a certain way that it absorbs really well, and they're really well priced. Yeah, this one is with Arctic linseed and vitamin B5, so it's one of the products I'm using. But I'm using a few Lumene products. For the ones that work really well on my face, you can check my skincare video. Just search it on my channel, skincare, and it will come up. And If you're not subscribed, subscribe because I have other videos coming up about skincare that I'm really excited about. I mentioned homeopathy and underwear. You can use oils like coconut oil on pads to wear in your to insert in your underwear. I just have this randomly mentioned as something that will soothe your perineal area, and also it's a good preparation for labor, because at some point you will have to, towards your third trimester, you will have to start putting oil daily all over your perineum, so that vaginal area, so that you prepare yourself to be a little more elastic during birth. I don't want to continue too long, so I will wrap it up. If you have any questions, certainly ask me and I'll answer, or if you have any requests for videos, please make sure to let me in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below. Give me a like, thumbs up, or a comment if you want more pregnancy informational videos. One more thing that I need to mention, I'm not using this personally. I have, but I don't have stress issues, but a lot of pregnant women are very stressed. This is a very, very effective remedy. I'll link it below on Amazon. It has hundreds and hundreds of positive reviews. It's called Nerve Tonic, and it's non-habit forming stress relief formula. You can take it before bed, during the day, to just feel more calm. It relieves the symptoms of stress, nervousness, mental anxiousness, irritability, and inability to concentrate. So that's why I brought it in with me to share it with you, because I know that pregnancy can be very stressful, and I know this one is very highly rated by consumers. So thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.